What is your relationship to the deceased?
Barbara Hamburg was my mother.
And when was your mother murdered?
March 3rd, 2010.
Have you been in contact with the police in the 10 years since the murder?
Yes, I have. Specifically, meetings in 2013, 2016, and 2019.
Turning to the 2019 meeting, do you remember which detective you met with?
Detective Sudak.
Most any interaction is in some way recorded with the police that I've ever had.
Do they know that you have a tape recording of the meeting?
I don't think they do.
While you were at this meeting, did you make a recording of the conversation?
I did.
How did you make the recording?
On my phone.
You're going to offer that as evidence?
We're going to, yes.
Well, I'm going to object. First of all, this was done surreptitiously, okay? Second of all, I don't know what editing he's done. Obviously, he's in a business where he has access to the ability to edit things. I'd have to give it to a forensic expert. So at this point in time, I would object to admission of the document.
Okay, you can take it back.
Okay.
He's testifying under oath what's happening at this meeting.
Detective Sudak, in your opinion, do you believe that the disclosure of the information would be prejudicial to any potential future law enforcement action?
Yes.
Do you recall the last time you were either analyzing data or looking into a new possible lead in this case?
Yes, last week we had information on this investigation. Last week.
Okay.
Okay, for sake of time, I'll cut it off there. Key points, thank you.
Based on the statements in the 2019 meeting you had with Detective Sudak, that goes a long way towards proving that this may just be an open investigation in name. They've had the same primary suspect since March 7th, 2010.
Right.
And nothing that they've done, despite the fact that they've done hundreds and hundreds of interviews, has gotten them any closer.
Yeah.
So the whole point is to try to give the image that what they're doing is they're just sitting there twiddling their thumbs.
Detective Sudak, is an unsolved murder case, will that ever be closed by the Madison Police Department?
I don't know the answer to that. I can't answer that.
To your knowledge, is there any unsolved murder case that has been closed by the Madison Police Department?
To my knowledge, this is the only unsolved homicide in Madison at this time.
Sure. So, are you aware of the FOIA request that's a subject of this hearing?
I reviewed the documents, yes.
Right, and is that including the 911 call?
Mm-hmm.
Did you also review that document and determine that it was...
I did not review that, no.
Okay, and yet the police department decided not to turn over that document in response to the FOIA request?
This is the first time I'm aware of that, sir.